gang, how's it going out there? We're still working on this taillight panel. And being plexiglass, it draws dust rather well. It's going to be a pain in the butt to keep clean. But I did get all of my bezels for the taillights back from the chrome shop. It's what I like to call kitchen appliance chrome. 30 bucks a piece. I'm not going to complain about that. And they look pretty good. They got my fingerprints all over them. It's like drugs for motorcycle and car guys. Ooh, shiny. So, what I have done is I've gone through them all, and I've got the bezels kind of set up. Oh, I've got all the bullets. I don't remember what I showed you last episode, but I got all the bullets in place. We got it set up with the 3 studs like Ed Roth had. I've also made up these same aluminum panel pieces that Ed had bolted through, I guess, to support these and not crack the fiberglass at all. I mean the plexiglass panel here. And he had them drilled out for lights to put a socket in there, and maybe it was so the socket could be bolted to the stud, and he ran like a ground wire up into the chassis, being a fiberglass car. I have no idea. I'm not putting lights in here because I know this is a static display car, and if and when this car gets donated to a museum or sold, I don't want some cockamamie fool getting this thing running and driving with that crazy moonstick. I'm not going to be liable for nothing, you know? This is just a big model kit to me. That all that gibberish being said, we'll throw that back in the car. So I've got to set these up. I've got to get the fender welting contact cemented to the lens with the holes in it for where the bolts go to hold the bezels on. And then I can take these and bolt them up to the taillight panel, and that's what I'd like to do now. And I'm still not done with those stupid pegs. I got to polish these things out, but we'll be getting to that. So let me get set up, get 1 or 2 of these done, and I'll show you the process. All right, guys, I got 3 of these put together, and I got it all figured out now. And it's always a trial and error kind of thing, but I think they look pretty slick, just like the real Bandit, with the little welting on the edge, the screws where they're supposed to be, all the little bullets. The thing's gonna look sexy when she's together, just like the model kit. So, we got 1 left to do. Let's go for a montage, I guess, and I'll show you how I set this up and how I cut the vinyl. And this is my sewing kit right here. It's not demanding at all, but hey man, home economics, it's a vocational class. You should take it. Learn how to sew, learn how to cook. My wife does no sewing, I do it all. I sew patches of my own work pants and whatnot. So it's a good thing, don't snicker at it. And I'll show you why, because I'm going to have to sew this together right now. So I'll bring the camera on over, we'll get up close and personal, play a little jazz music in the background, I guess, and we're going to get this last taillight buttoned up. What I've had to do here, guys, is cut a little shoulder off of this, because what's going to happen here is when I bring this around to meet, that's going to lay over the one like that, see? And then I can sew this up. And the 2 pieces here won't fit in between, so I kind of cut it back on the one side a little bit, just like so. And that's about it. So, gotta remember from last time, we know that the lens sits about 1/4 of an inch into this chrome bezel. So I kind of like hold the welting and push it with my thumbs, and I get it up there a little bit. And I've been using this ice pick, or scribe, and I'm just poking a hole right through the vinyl. It's gonna keep the vinyl in place, and it's been a lot easier for me. So I get that all done. Now wiggle it around a little bit to loosen up that vinyl. I take one of my screws and I send it in just to keep the position of the bezel onto the lens and everything. And I go around, do all four, and then I back them out a little bit, and I put the nuts on the back side. If you've ever seen the real Beatnik Bandit, these weltings, they don't sit that great anymore either. And I don't know when these weltings came to be. I'm gonna guess that it was after the car was painted peacock metal flake green with black wall tires and Kragers on it. There's a famous postcard and photograph of it sitting at the Harris Auto Museum like that with angel hair all over the place, all around it. I always threatened I should build a model kit like that. And I'm not a big fan of that color, but hey, you know, it'd be pretty neat. At least have a model kit. I'm not going to paint my real car like that. But I do like the bezels. I think they're pretty nice looking. I gotta push through that vinyl. Use a little bit more help. All right. So that's as far as I get. I'm gonna go ahead and put the nuts in the backside. I don't think you need to see me do that. And now we'll move along. We're gonna mount these on the white plexiglass taillight panel. So see you in a few. All right, guys, we'll try and get as much of the dust off of here as we can. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to keep this clean at car shows. But I got a couple blocks of wood under here and a towel, not to ruin anything, so I can get out the hardware when I'm trying to put these taillight assemblies on. I guess we'll get to this. We're going for broke. We're bolting these on. This is it. And I'll glue these pegs in later on. Ah, it's going to look so good, man. So we'll get this going here. Got that like that, I can turn it this way. And that's going to be about it. Very simple. Not a lot of rocket science on this one. I was debating if I should use Loctite, but I don't think I'll probably need it. These show cars, they take a real pounding. And a car trailer going back and forth to shows. I found some hardware on the floor from the Roswell rod. And even transporting like the Druid Princess when I restored that. Well, I heard that crack a little bit. That didn't sound good. I have to just snug these down. That's it. All right. Look at that. That looks good, man. So I'm really excited about that. See if I can get you guys to see that. So I'm gonna go ahead and button up the rest of these. And we'll be back when I got a finished product to show you. Ain't that sexy? That looks pretty good, man. I'm pretty freaking excited about this. Nothing broke that I know of. I heard some clicks and clacks here and there. But she's on there tight, all those things. They add a lot of weight to that plexiglass. I don't know if 1/4 inch was thick enough now, maybe. I hope it doesn't break on the road. I'd hate to have to make all those pegs again, boy. But pretty snazzy, I think. So I'll give you guys a close-up view of this. And then I got to finish polishing those pegs and glue them all in. That should be lots of laughs. Let me show you what we got. That's it. It came out really good. I like it. Where the ends meet, maybe each one of those isn't perfect or exact. But then again, they're not on the real car. So, you know, there's a lot of things with this handmade stuff you just can't get upset about it. You got to just, you know, take it with a grain of salt and keep rocking on, man. Well guys, so exciting, polishing the pegs. It sucks and it's exciting only because it sucks there's 300 pegs, and it's exciting because it's the last step and then I can glue them in. But they're coming up really nice. I'll try and stick one of these in your face there. I'll use this rag as a backdrop so the camera will focus. And give you a little view there, I hope, on how good they look. Hope that focuses. I can't really tell. But yeah, I think it's pretty nice. So I've gotten a few done. And all I'm doing is I'm taking one. I got some Final Cut Wizard's wax. I met these guys once at a car show, and I got to say, their wax is some really nice stuff. And I've got lots of this, and I buy it locally, although this body shop that I bought it at, it's out of business now. So I'll have to call, maybe order some stuff straight from them. I'm sure they're online somewhere. Is there a website on here somewhere? Wizard Products, here's their phone number, is wizardproducts.com. But if you want to try it out, its phone number is 763-497-5155. And the fellow I know there is Adam. He owns the company. And like I say, really good stuff. I've been using this ever since I moved to Missouri. And I met him, probably Detroit or Minnesota, one of those car shows. I don't really remember. Well, he's from Nebraska, so yeah, he's out here also. So there you go. So I've been using this to polish. So all I do is I take my peg and just that end, and I kind of dip it in the old mayonnaise here. Oh, you can't see. I got a piece of wood that I keep putting the polish on. And I just go over here and I got this old 3M pad on my polisher. That's all it takes. It's like less than 10 seconds. So this is actually the quicker process out of all the machining and making the ends and all that crap. So like I said, I'm amazed. It's a lot of work, and I'm not gonna say this is the biggest pain in the ass of doing this whole car so far, to machine these tiny little things, but they come up pretty sweet. I hope that, I'm focusing. Let me step out of frame. I hope that comes up because it's just working so nice. And so I'll keep polishing these. When I'm done, you know? Very exciting process, gang. They're a little dirty. I wipe off the pegs, and I got my tiny little thing of special plexiglass glue. And you stick it in the old holerino. 300 pegs! But hey, this is the last part. So it's looking really cool. I'm very excited. And hey man, we're building a Beatnik Bandit. This is pretty outrageous. But I'll sit on this till I get it done today. This goes by pretty quick. It's not so bad. And it says on the label of I bought this little applicator bottle, but there's a bigger can. It's like a half pint. I didn't need much for doing just this panel. And it says that the longer it sits, the more gluey stickiness it gets, so the more it adheres. So it'll set up in 24 to 48 hours, but it'll continue to cure for a week. So I'm going to get this all glued together and let it sit for a day on my little table here. And then maybe I'll stick it in the basement of my house or something for a week or two. But I did a couple sets, these 2 rows here, 10 last night. And they seem pretty good. They're in there really tight. So this has still got compound on it. So yeah, that's it. This will pretty much button up the taillight panel, except for the license plate frame and stuff I still got to do. I really want to get this peg situation out of the way. I don't want to lose any of these because I don't want to make any more. But yeah, this is some cool stuff, man. So stick with me. We'll get all these done. We'll get this part of the project out of the way. What else are we going to do? What other kind of trouble can we get into them, huh? Alright guys, now it's been a while since I've videoed the stuff you've already seen. And I got all tied up in working on my brother's 57 Pontiac Star Chief. And I was really trying, because it's about 2 weeks before the Detroit Autorama 2020! So that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to get his car ready for that car show and get it out. And I've neglected my own personal stuff and my customer jobs, which is this Jerry's Model A over here. But I want to catch you up, because the last thing I left off on the previous film that you've just seen is putting the pegs in the light panel. Now I've got a finished light panel here. So this is it. As dirty and filthy as it is, this is it. This is the done deal. All the light pegs are glued in. I think, look at that. Look at, this is the stuff right here, man. This is like the real deal. And I'm very proud of this. It looks good. I want you to take a look at that there. And I've got all the stuff glued in. This has got some heft and weight to it. I don't know how this didn't break out of the car. The original Beatnik Bandit getting towed around the different car shows and stuff. But we're going to put this in right now. We're going to put this in the body. I've got the body here. I got my buddy Zach standing here off the side. Stage left. There's Zach. Hey, there's Zach. How you doing? Hey, this guy here. Chicago. How you doing? It's from Chicago. So we're going to put this in the back of the Beatnik Bandit clone, and that'll finalize it up. I've also got, let me put this down without breaking it. It's got some weight to it. It's those taillights with those massive chrome-plated metal bezels around the lenses. But I'll take the camera off the stand. I'll show you. I got the best I could do. I don't know what Ed Roth used originally. It was called like Band-Aid. Literally B-A-N-D-A-Y. Band-Aid tires. I don't know. It was like 1959, 1960, 5-6 years before I was even born. So I got what I could that was close, pretty copacetic to the genuine article on the Beatnik Bandit. I'm sure at some point the original tires that were on the car from when he built it from like 1960 to the point the car was that peacock green metal flake, and it had raised white leather tires and Kragers on it, to now, who knows what was what? Dirty Doug maybe? I don't know. So I got what I got, that's what it is, that's what it's gonna be, that's how it is. So I'll show you the tires and stuff I've got. They're white wall slicks, they have some tread on them. If there's ever a picture on Instagram or something, I'll know it's my car or Ed's car. Hey, it's not like there's only one other Beatnik Bandit. It's the real one, and then there's mine. So that's the deal. I'll show you those tires. We're gonna pop the body off the chassis. We're gonna put it on my car dolly. I'm 2 weeks, that's this many, it's almost 3, away from going to the Detroit Autorama. I'm sitting up with George McMullen in the basement. This will probably air after the fact if you would be there. Hey, I'm glad I met you. Let's have a salt pretzel and a root beer. So at that, I'm there. George McMullen has the unfinished uncertain T clone. I've had 2 beers today. I'm quite happy. So he has the work in progress uncertain T clone, and I have the Beatnik Bandit unfinished clone. We're putting them together in a very elaborate display of 1-to-1 scale tubes of glue and model paint and trees with model car parts on them and giant model car boxes of probably Revell's best-selling model kit, the Beatnik Bandit, and Monogram's best-selling kit, the Uncertain T. It'll be a great display. I'm bringing my camera with me to the show. I will interview George McMullen and ask him questions about his car to share with you guys. And to you Patreon members, thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste very much, because you make this stuff possible, you people. And I can keep bringing you all this cool stuff about custom show rods and early 1960s stuff. Hey, not for nothing, that only we care about. So, let me pop the camera up. I'll show you my tires and rims. Woo! And we're gonna put that taillight panel in. Stay with me. All right, so you can see I got tires behind me. What kind of tires are they? They're white wall slicks. All right, so what I got here, I'll show you, give me a sec. All right, not that I'm a fan of either place, but they're the company that had what I needed. These are from Coker, and what are they? They are US Royal. I got no idea, but they had the right tread pattern that looked kind of close, and the sidewall. Now, when I look at pictures of the original Beatnik Bandit in the Tony Thatcher book, Hot Rods by Ed Big Daddy Roth, and I look at pictures online, the original car, when it was built in 1960, had whatever tires were on it, and not like I had said before, there was the peacock metal flake green era, when the car was in the Planes of Fame Cars of the Stars Museum, and then when after the Domino's Pizza guy restored the car, it had different tires on it. So at this point, is it a clone? I don't really care anymore. It's a tribute car. I love Ed Big Daddy Roth. I'm doing this because it's cool. I want to do what he did. These are the tires I've got. So that's what we're running. And as for slicks, I've got these bad boys. And you can see this tread pattern. The original car didn't have the treads in it. But this is what I could get because there's no pie crust on the side. That's more important to me than having like a Raider slick. The Raider slick has the pie crust, but Ed had whatever he had, it was a recap on the slick, and there was no pie crust, so this is more important than having the tread on the side. Because really, come on, I got 2 tires here. Who cares about the treads, right? So that's what we got. Don't lay the black wall against the white wall. It'll stain the white wall. So there you go. Those are the tires we're putting on these rims. Where did I get these rims? I gotta be honest, I've had 2 peers. I don't remember where I got these rims. I think they came from Coker. They're Unilug, and they have a basic moon hubcap that clips on the inside. Now, as a footnote, if you're following about the original Beatnik Bandit, Ed actually took real rims. He drilled all the rivets out. These are welded, they don't have rivets. He drilled the rivets out, he took the center out. He reversed the rim, put the center back in, he had chrome reverse rims. That's how it used to be done back in the day. You take the center out of a rim, have everything chrome plated, because the flash of the chrome would go in deep, not more than 5 or 6 inches, I believe, at the time. God, I'm out of breath from picking up all this heavy stuff. And where was I? I don't remember. Anyway, chrome reverse rims, that's what Ed did. But after the Domino's pizza guy restored the car, somehow it ended up with smoothies. Now the original rims had those little like 3 tabs on the edges here, and that would clip on like that. After the Domino's pizza guy restored it, after the peacock green phase with the raised white lettering tires and the Krager rims, it ended up with this clip on the middle. That's how most people remember this car. So that's the way I'm gonna go. So I got a set of these bad boys. So that's it. That's what I got for rims and tires. You can see it here. I'm out of breath. I'm an old man with an orange hat. So I'll put this stuff away. I'm going to take the body off the chassis because I need to put that taillight panel inside the surround of the back. And then I need to put the body back on. I need to get at least maybe 4 bolts in it. Because like I said, Detroit's 2 weeks away. That's almost 3. And I'll be in the basement. You can see this car in its raw fiberglass form, how a car like this gets built. I'll be in the artist section. Hopefully, like I say, I'm going to say you can come ask me questions, but this will be aired after the show's over. And I hope you did ask me questions. I hope we had a good time. We had a pretzel and a root beer. So that's what we're going to do now. I got my buddy Zach over here standing stage left, and we're going to do that. So I'll be right back. Let's get this thing off the chassis and get the taillight panel in, right? Alright gang, it's in. The taillight panel is in. It took a little bit of while. I had to like I put it up with 1 screw and I noticed I had to kind of scooch it off, actually to this side, scooch it over there about 1/4 of an inch or so, and that was that. But it looks great. I think that looks pretty fantastic. What else is there to say, you know? I'll pop that camera off and I'll give you an up close kind of look at it. We'll discuss, I guess, whatever there is to discuss. And that's that, right? So let's check it out. All right, guys. I mean, look at that. That looks great. Let me get down here a little bit. And I'll zoom the camera in. We'll give it an up close of how close all this is. And a lot of that up at the top there is going to be up here. That'll all be taken care of with body work and, you know, stuff like that. And it's like trying to get my camera in here. Like right here, this edge, right here, I have a wind lacing for that goes in there. Kind of like this right here. That white right there on the lenses, you remember that? That goes around the outside edge here also. But yeah, that's pretty slick, man. It looks good. It's the right thing. And I'm not complaining. I just think that looks spectacular. Let me scooch over here, and I got the door open over there a little bit so we can get some sunlight, and you can see this. I just think it's the right thing, you know? I mean, them pegs came out great. Look at that. So, wow, what can I say, you know? I got over here inside the car, you know, when I had the interior shop make the other stuff, I had to make a length of this. So I have a really long bunch of this here, and this will be what goes around this whole surround. Around that whole edge, there'll be that welting there. Because that's what Ed did, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, and it looked good. You know, it was a lot of work, machining them pegs and stuff, but there we are, you know. Nothing's going to come easy if you really want it. You gotta just do it, you know. And in the process of making those pegs, I had some fella send me an email. That's spritzbyfritz@AOL.com for anybody that's paying attention. And he's like, oh, I got this tool. It blows it and shoulders it all in one thing. I use it to make arrows for my archery something or other. I was like, you know, I'm all done making 300 of them now, but it's good to know. Maybe I'll do it again sometime. I got no idea. Probably not. But that's it. I think it looks good. It screams Beatnik Bandit. And like I had said earlier, this is going to be at Detroit, which is in 2 more weekends. So maybe this will be, I should have this edited and up before then, so maybe you guys will see this before Detroit. I hope so. I've neglected doing a lot of the video for about a month or so because I've been trying desperately to get my brother's 57 Pontiac out of here so it can go to Detroit. So I neglected a lot of things actually, especially the Beatnik Bandit, and I'm like just jumping on this bad boy again now. But after Detroit, he picks up his car, he drives it home from Detroit, I come home with the Beatnik Bandit, I got Jerry's Model A over here, I got the Bandit, and that's all I got to worry about. I got myself a ding and dong job. I'm a light combo guy in a body shop, which is like, I actually really enjoy it, so that's why I went and took the job. And so it'd be a lot easier to come home and like maybe work an hour or two, like everybody else. I'm kind of stale on, you know, working by myself every day. Yeah, actually, I gotta be honest, it kind of sucks, you know. But yep, this is it. I've got the garage back to myself again. Yay! Everybody, come on, do the wave. Everybody, come on, you doing it? Yay! So, yeah, it'll be good. So there's that, that's done. What am I gonna work on next with the Beatnik Bandit clone? I got no freaking idea. Actually, yeah, I do. I gotta mount my wheels and tires, so I'll be doing that. I don't know if that's even film worthy. You guys know how to do that, right? You take it to a guy, he calls you up, you're done, you pick him up. So yeah, what do we got? Follow this stuff on YouTube. My YouTube channel name is Fritz Fink, or you can just search Fritz by Fritz. Where is it? It's over there. Hey! And if you can, I really appreciate the guys out there that do support me through Patreon. That's Patreon /Spritz by Fritz. You'll find it and figure it out. You guys are smart. And if you don't want to do that, hey, yeah, you could grab a t-shirt or a coffee mug off my website, spritzbyfritz.com. That would be a big help too. And yeah, it's gonna, you know, it keeps the heat on in here and the lights on so I can build this stuff, so I can keep filming it so you guys can see it. I had to go out and buy a couple memory cards and for the camera. I had a couple that pixelated, and I lost a lot of footage, so I had to go out and buy more stuff. That wasn't completely cheap either. It wasn't terribly expensive, but you know, doing this cost a couple extra bucks here and there. Filming it and putting it on YouTube and the extra time and everything. But I enjoy it. I'm glad you guys get to see it and follow along with my projects and stuff. And you know, sharing, it's what it's all about, right? So, hey man, get out in the garage and build something. Do something cool. And I don't know, take a kid to a car show. You know, become a big brother, be somebody's hero. Hold the door open for him, or you know, throw a guy an extra $5 so he can get a sandwich or a cup of coffee or something. I don't know. But be positive, stay positive out there, guys. And I'll see you in the next episode of the Beatnik Bandit Clone Project.